Yes, a very good evening to all of you. Am I audible and visible to everyone over there? Am I audible and visible? I think few people are still, kind of chit-chatting among themselves. Kindly pay attention here. Am I audible completely? Visibility also is fine from this side. Everything is okay. Let me know if it is the case. Yes, everything all right. Okay, fine. No problem, sir. Yes, a very good evening to one and all here. I hope all of you are doing good there. I think few of you might have attended my lecture earlier also. Absolutely fine. So let me tell you that basically this is not a compulsory lecture. Those who have already attended my periodic classification lecture, they are very well, kind of free to go, right? This is only for those people, I think state board people, their, I think board examination got over a little bit later on, if I'm not wrong. So it's not a compulsory session. Fine, Srinu, do not worry. I'll end on time. Yes, Vallabha, whatever. And you people keep your name, Sushma is the name, and then you're saying I'm Vallabha. It's difficult to correlate. Okay. Now the thing is, as such, many classes are going on here. So let me tell you that I'm going to teach you chemistry, and in chemistry also, we are going to learn about modern periodic table. Okay. And the thing is, modern periodic table is very, very important as far as the entire chemistry is concerned. Reason being, without elements, you cannot, kind of think of chemistry at all. So that is what is the necessity here. Okay. And one more thing is, Shankar here, whoever is there chit-chatting among yourself, do not try to fool your parents. Poor parents, they might be thinking my child is studying. So at least do not do that. Okay. So if somebody is only sitting here for gossiping among themselves, so this is not the right class there. If you are someone who is like serious NEET aspirant, please sit in the class. Getting it? I hope I made myself very, very clear. Just because you are sitting online, that doesn't give you any liberty there. Whatever discipline is required, it is required. Yeah. Yes, Ajay, there will be a weekend examination also, Beta. Now the thing is, let us start off the class without, kind of any further delay. Now the thing is, tell me here that have you ever tried to visit any, kind of a mall or some places which are very, very common these days? Yes, Dragon, I told you that, Beta, it is not a mandatory class. It is specifically for those students whose board examination got, kind of over a little bit later on. So it is useful for them because the content will remain the same, because modern periodic table will not change for you and the other students. Now, the thing is here, you tell me, all of you have visited the shopping mall, right? Or else, yeah, you can simply remember, kind of Usho there or Big Bazaar or Reliance Mart, anywhere. Now, when you go there, right, you already know where to find the snacks item, where to find biscuits there, where to find soap, where to find, kind of toothbrushes, toothpaste. So everything is, kind of having a compartmentalization or else a proper place where they have been placed, right? Now, imagine that basically there is, kind of in a mall, they have not segregated it properly. It is a full, kind of everything is just dumped over at one place. So would you like to go there and, kind of purchase anything? Would it become an easier task for you there? Please answer here. No, right? Reason being because the things are not sorted out, right? So imagine the same kind of scenario with the elements. Can you tell me how many elements do we know? How many elements do we know? 118 elements. And imagine that all those 118 elements, their properties, everything has to be studied from the scratch. So it becomes a very difficult task, right? So for that reason, what scientists did, they applied the same technology, the segregation of the elements based on their similarity in the properties into one particular group, right? And because of doing like that, their studies for the properties of those elements became easier, right? And that's how we read about modern periodic table. We read about so many group of the elements there. So modern periodic table is basically like it is a tool by which we are kind of able to understand or else even predict the properties of many elements. Okay, so there are total 118 elements which are known so far. Okay. So the thing is, the table which we are going to study is the latest one, which is given by the IUPAC, which is nothing but its name will be modern periodic table. So I'm going to write down that only here. Modern periodic table. Now here we have just discussed that total elements here are basically 118. Now if you see the modern periodic table, it will be somewhat like this here, something like this. Like this it will be. Everyone would have definitely kind of seen this. Okay, now the thing is, there are vertical groups, there are horizontal rows here, right? Now these 118 elements have been placed across horizontal rows which are known as periods and vertical groups which are known as basically groups over here, right? So the thing is, total how many groups in which these elements are divided into? How many groups are there? How many groups are there? There are 18. Okay. And how many horizontal rows are there? There are 7. Good. So we are going to write down that only here. So the thing is here, 7 horizontal rows which are known as basically periods. So that means 7 periods here and 18 vertical columns which are basically known as 18 groups here. Kartika, this is Pravrakya, है ना? Safwan, all these are nuisance here. Likita, Hatmika also. And all this nonsense, please do not do in my class. And you are not sitting in a theater here, by the way. And chit-chatting, gossiping there. And someone is Akash here. Do you know what kind of paper came in this Sunday, 4th May? All these elements I do not want in my class. If you're not interested, please leave. Then if the paper is tough, you should be more serious about your preparation. I should not see any nonsense message on this here. Getting it? Now the thing is, let us go for the groups here. I'm going to give you certain mnemonics so that you can remember the elements group wise, right? Because that is going to help you out in predicting there many of the properties here. Now, group 1 elements here are hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and then you are having here cesium and francium. Now the thing is here, for remembering this, either you can have your own mnemonic or else whatever mnemonic I am giving you, you can remember that, because anyhow remembering the entire periodic table will help you out your kind of entire chemistry here, whether it is chemical bonding or S block or P block elements here. Now H stands for here hydrogen, Li stands for lithium, then you are having here sodium. This one is potassium. K stands for potassium. Rb for rubidium. Cs is for cesium. And then Fr is for francium. Now the thing is, here to remember this one, you can have a mnemonic like, there is a friend of yours whose name is Lena, right? And sometimes, you have some genius friends, who are good at academics also, and who are, kind of good at the some games also. So you can remember like this, that you are discussing about Lena to other friend of yours, and you are telling that person, hey, that Lena is there. She knows actually rugby, chess, and frisbee. She is, having that championship in all these three. Rugby, anybody knows about rugby here? Rugby, do we know about that or not? That will be there, no? Oval color, like oval shaped ball will be there, and the people, I think the team will be around 15 members, and you have to run with the ball, and then a goal post will be there. So that kind of game, right? Chess, everybody knows. And then you are having here frisbee. Frisbee is a kind of a circular disc kind of thing, where, opposite teams have to, kind of fly it, and so that the other one catches the other way around. So the thing is, here, these three are the games which you can remember. So I'm writing down that mnemonic also here, and it's not a compulsion to remember that mnemonic. You can, if at all you are having your own mnemonic, because you people are much more creative there, so you can use that also, right? So here I'm writing, hey, Lena knows rugby, chess, and frisbee. And now here I'll be calling all this from lithium to francium. They are called as alkali metals. Mind it, I didn't include hydrogen here. Can you tell me why lithium to francium are known as alkali metals? Can you tell me here why we call from lithium to francium as alkali metals? Why do we call them? No, Shushma, we do not say like that, beta, because it is unstable or something like that. No, not liquid metals. No. See, the thing is, we call them as alkali metals because they will be reacting with water to form strong bases. Like if at all I have potassium, right, it reacts with water to form here actually KOH, and the hydrogen gas will be liberated, right? So they are forming a strong base here. Because of that, we call them as alkali metal, forming strong base with reaction on with water. So because of that, they are known as alkali metals, because the other name of bases is also alkali. I am not including hydrogen here, metals, because hydrogen is not a metal. Hydrogen is a non-metal. Is it clear here? Now the thing is, did you observe one thing, that I've written sodium? Sodium, name is sodium here, but the symbol is Na. Whereas potassium I'm writing, but I'm not writing the symbol as P. I'm writing that as K. Can you tell me why? Sushma correctly pointed out here that sodium, some elements symbol have been derived from their Latin name. Very correctly said. Adarsh is there, and Manendra is there. Neha is there. So thing is, here for potassium, the Latin name is basically kalium. And for sodium, it is natrium. So I'm writing that only here. Element and the Latin name. So if at all I'm writing sodium, it is basically natrium. And then if I'm writing potassium, it is kalium. And I hope, I'm assuming that you people are writing. Are we writing there? Let me know. Once you are done writing, just, kind of say I'm done so that I can understand, yes, it is done. And make sure that you are making a note of it, because for the PACE examination, questions will be asked from whatever has been taught in the class. Okay, already written, very good. Now let us move on towards the next one, which is now group 2 elements. So you are having here in group 2, I'll be writing, let me write down here, group 2. Can you tell me B stands for which element here? Yes, good. Tell me now, BE stands for which element here? Tell me the name there, beta. Write down the name. Type the name. Beryllium. Very good, Hatmika. Then Mg stands for Mg. Yes. Many people have written it correct. Nagaraju is there. Surya is there. Sushma is there. Mg is for magnesium. Then Ca is for Ca. Ca symbol is for, you people are typing very fast, but I am not able to take everyone's name. But you can tell me here, and I am happy to see that, okay, many of you already know about those symbols. It's good. Calcium, correct. Sr is for Sr. Sr. Strontium, correct. Then what about Ba? Ba is for Ba is for barium, correct. And then you are having here Ra is for, Ra symbol is for Ra symbol, radium, very good. So let us write down them here. So this one is beryllium. Then you are having here magnesium. Then you are having here calcium. Then you are having here strontium. Then this one is barium. And then you are having here radium. And I'm calling from magnesium to radium as actually alkaline earth metal. I'm not including beryllium there. Can you tell me why I'm calling them, first of all, group 2 elements, except beryllium as alkaline earth metal? Yes, Sindhu, correct, beta. Were you there in my first lecture, kya? Sindhu? Why I'm calling, kind of these group 2 elements in general as alkaline earth metals? Ranveer has tried to answer, they are from earth. Some more, better. You can be a little bit closer there. Deepika, somewhere correct. The thing is, their oxides and hydroxides are found in Earth's crust, and that is alkaline in nature, basic in nature, right? But when it comes to beryllium, its oxides and hydroxides are amphoteric in nature. When I say amphoteric means what? They can react with acid as well as bases. Whereas for rest of them, their oxide and hydroxides are alkaline or only basic. So they will be able to react only with the acid. Okay. Now here to remember the mnemonic, you might have observed at your home, sometimes very special guests are about to come and you are able to identify that. And how? Because some crockeries or some special kind of utensils your mother will be, kind of taking out, which you have never seen actually. That are they really from your home? So the thing is, you come to know because only for some kind of specific kind of people, some kind of special dinnerware or, kind of that thing will be available. So the thing is same kind of scenario. Suppose at your home, someone special is about to kind of visit for lunch or dinner. So now your mother has kept a certain special beautiful mugs in which what you are serving, some sweet dish here which we are calling it as badam rasmalai. So I can go for here as beautiful, this one is beautiful mugs can serve badam rasmalai. You know? Beautiful mugs can serve badam rasmalai. And it could be anything. Any other mnemonic also, it's absolutely fine. See, the thing is, I'm not purposely telling any mnemonic in Hindi because not everybody will be able to understand that. So the thing is, if you know in Hindi or else in English also, if something is there which you have created, so it's better you can remember that. Okay? Please make sure that everybody is writing here. And here there is nothing about, kind of Latin name which you have to remember. Are we done writing here? Let me know. Okay, good. Now let us proceed further. So we are going to deal with actually which segment of the periodic table? Major ones here. Group 1 and group 2 we have dealt with, right? And then you'll be having here group 3 to 12 actually. They are different set of elements. We are going to deal with here group 13 to 18 today. Now, group 1, group 2, group 13 and 18. You should be a little bit aware about one fact that basically your entire, whatever are the 118 elements, they are divided majorly into 4 blocks. Those blocks are S, P, D and F. What are the names of them? Let me know. Just now I said S, P, D and F. Right? So group 1 and group 2 are basically S block elements, right? Group 13 to 18 are P block elements. And S and P block elements are called as main group elements. So you just have to remember that today we are going to focus only on S and P block. So where are S block elements found in which group here? Just now I told you which group, in which group you are going to find out S block element, kindly write down there. S block elements are found in which group? 1 and 2. Nandan has typed very correctly. Teju also. Yeah. Surya, then Megha, right? And what about P block elements? Where, from which group to which group you are having basically your P block elements? From which group to which group you are having P block elements? 13 to 18. Correct. At present, I'm just focusing only on them. So S block is over there, right? So we are going to write down now group 13 and we call this as boron family because that is the first member here. So I'm going to write down the symbol of the elements and then I'll be asking you about them. And here I have not included the newly discovered elements. For that, I'll give you directly in 6th period. Okay. Now, can you tell me B stands for which element here? B stands for which element? I think Janvi has already written. Correct, but boron. B stands for boron. Then Al stands for Al. Al is aluminium, correct? Then Ga stands for Ga. I think who has written everything? Sushma has written everything, correct? Good. Ga stands for gallium. Then you are having In stands for In. Yes, Sushma, I have seen better. In stands for indium, correct. Tl stands for Tl. thallium. Okay, so let us write down the name of these elements here. Boron, aluminium, then you are writing here gallium, and then you are having here indium, and then you are writing here thallium. And now here the mnemonic will be Ganesh ji, everybody knows, right? So his miniature form or else, childhood form, we can call that as Bal Ganesh, right? So you can think like you happened to visit Thailand and there you found whom? Bal Ganesh. So you are surprisingly telling your friend that, whom I observed or, kind of met there. This is Bal Ganesh. So I'm going to write down this together. Bal Ganesh in Thailand here, or else you can also remember TL as Tollywood also, all the South Indian film industry, which are really doing great these days, right? Nihonium I have not included, Suresh, do not worry about that. Newly discovered element, I'll give you all together in one particular period where they are placed. Do not worry about it, okay? Have you written here? It could be anything, beta. Manendra, it could be anything. Whatever. TL, some people are suggesting, ma'am, Tenali. It's absolutely fine, beta. Whatever you like, you can choose that. I hope we are done here writing for group 13. Then we'll proceed to the next one. And make sure that after today's lecture, you are revising all those which you have learned, right? Because I'll be randomly asking then next day, what is the symbol of the element? I'll write down the name of the element, what will be the symbol of it. By writing the symbol name of the element, so you should be able to identify. Okay. Now, let us go for group 14. And you are having here now tell me the symbol of the elements here. And group 14, I can call this as based upon first member is carbon. So I can call that as carbon family, right? So C stands for here. As such, I've already given the name, that is carbon. Okay. What about Si? Si stands for silicon. I think Janvi has written all correct here. Then Ge stands for, Ge is symbol for germanium, very good. Then Sn is for Sn is for tin. Nandan has written all correct, good. And Pb stands for here. Pb is for, somebody is writing scandium, but scandium is not there, scandium will be Sc. Pb is for lead, okay. So I'm just going to write down the name of the elements here. Carbon, silicon, then you are having here germanium, then you are having here tin, and then this is lead. Now here also there is difference in the symbol and the name. Can you tell me what is the Latin name from which symbol of tin has been derived? Can you tell me the Latin name of tin from which the symbol has been derived here? Last year, wait for it, beta, I'll tell you. Stannum, very good. And what is the Latin name of lead from which the symbol has been derived? Yes, Bhargav has written, Hatmika, then Jamil has written, Janvi as well, Ranveer. Many people have written here, that's correct here, that is plumbum, okay? So I'm going to write down a note here where the element and the Latin name. So you are having Sn, which stands for stannum, and you are having here Pb, which stands for plumbum. Now the thing is to remember the mnemonic here. Sometimes the kind of questions which you get and make you senti, and the best proof is on 4th of May. And that was the different thing that it came in actually physics. Because we have prepared so much and we are not able to crack it. So ultimately we become more senti about it, right? We start, kind of tears start rolling our eyes. So something like that only you can think in chemistry, that basically chemistry sir is there who gives you senti problems. That means such kind of challenging problems, which is like, kind of emotionally challenging, really challenges you, right? So that's what is the mnemonic here. Chemistry sir gives or generates senti problems. And it could be any mnemonic here, whichever you are comfortable with. Here Akash is there, Anna. Are you really attending the class, beta? Or else you are just fooling around? Are we done here? And I hope everybody has written this also, element and their latent name also. I hope everybody has written this also, beta. Note, element and the latent name there. Okay. Now let us go for group 15 elements, and there are few names to it. We call it as nitrogen family, or else we call it as nicogens, or else we call it as nicogens. And elements here, just because the first member is nitrogen, we are calling that as nitrogen family. Yes, people have written here all of them here. So N stands for 1 you write down, because it is becoming very difficult for me to read. So it's my humble request, write down 1 that will be more than sufficient. N stands for nitrogen, very good. P stands for phosphorus, correct. AS stands for AS, Sinchan, they are not shuffled, beta. They are grouped together according to their properties, similarities. AS is for arsenic. SB is for antimony, correct. And BI is for bismuth, correct. So we are going to write down here, this one is nitrogen. Then you are having here phosphorus. Then you are having here arsenic. Then you are having here antimony. And this one is bismuth. Now again, the symbol of this antimony which you are able to see, name is something else and the symbol is something else. Can you tell me the Latin name of it? Can you tell me the Latin name of it? Yes, Anuradha, you are also following the same footsteps there. Stibium, that's correct. Okay. So I'm going to write down the Latin name here in the note form. So I'm writing here element and the Latin name. So I'm writing this SB as stibium. Now the thing is, to remember this, we are just taking help of few known kind of actors here. So we can remember, all of you know Nani, natural star. Then Nani, Prabhas, right? Prabhas everyone knows. Then Aishwarya Rai and Salman Bhai, right? All are big star, and you are seeing here group 15. 5 is there now, all are 5-star people here. So we are going to write down that only. This side I am writing the mnemonic Nani, Prabhas, Aishwarya. Aishwarya I am talking about. Then Salman Bhai, SB, so that you know that Salman Bhai from there. All big stars. Write this down, then we'll proceed further. Sinchan, curiosity is good, beta. We are just learning the elements here at present. For that, you need to learn many concepts in periodic table. These are just the introductory classes. Done? Okay. Now let us go for writing here. Acha, one more thing which I need to kind of discuss here. I have written the name nitrogen family, though all of you know. But why do we call them as nictogens or nicogens? Why do we call them as nictogens or nicogens? They will be having suffocating odor, or the smell associated. If at all oxygen is not there, they can be choking to us, right? It can lead to death also. So that's why they are like choking or suffocating or having pungent smell. Because of that, we are calling them as nictogens or nicogens. Okay. Sometimes a direct question can also be asked from here. They may give you 4 elements. They may ask you which of the following is a nictogen. So you should know that they are asking about the element which is placed in group 15. Are we clear there? Right? Now let us go for group 16. So it is called as oxygen family, or else we call that as chalcogens. Now one by one you tell me the name of the elements here. O stands for oxygen, correct. S stands for, S is for sulfur. Then you are having here Se, which is standing for selenium, correct. Se is for selenium. Then Te is for tellurium, tellurium. And then Po is for polonium. Now we are going to write down that only here. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium. Then you are having here tellurium. Then you are having here polonium. And here there is no problem with the Latin names here. And mnemonic for this will be, suppose you happen to move from Vijayawada to, kind of travel from Vijayawada to Hyderabad in train actually. And for that you need to reach railway station. And to your surprise, what do you observe there? You observe Salman Khan there, right? And what is he doing there? He's selling teapots. He is raising funds for actually some good cause. But you got surprised that you find him on railway station, and that too, what is he doing? He's selling teapots, right? So that's what is the mnemonic here. Oh, Salman selling teapots. Salman selling teapots. Yes, I'll come to that only, Vitam. Chalcogens. When I say chalcogens, means it is ore forming. That means these elements will be generally found in the ores. What are these ores actually? They are actually, kind of rock or something in the earth crust you will be getting. These are the natural rocks which will contain many minerals from which we'll be extracting the important metals. So these are actually called as ores here, ore forming. So you'll be having, kind of ZNS will be there. That is an ore from which zinc will be, kind of extracted. There will be bauxite ore, which is Al2O3, from where I'll be basically extracting aluminium. So they are actually the name of, or else they are found in the earth crust. They are naturally found in the rocks there, and from there I'm obtaining, extracting the minerals, or else from there I'm extracting the important metals. So that's what is ore at present for you. Very basic one. Okay. Generally, oxygen sulfur will be there, zinc sulfide, PBS will be there, galena is there. Okay. You might have seen that many people will be in the mining business, and sometimes they will be doing over mining there, which is not good, because they're trying to kind of extract more and more of the minerals from there. So that makes the soil less richer in the minerals, which is required for agricultural and other purposes also. Yes, Lasya, that is a very good definition, directly copied from Google, beta. Are we done writing here? Now let us go for group 17 here. Group 17, I'm calling them as halogens. And we are going to write down here the elements. Now, the name of the elements here, F stands for fluorine, Cl stands for chlorine, bromine stands for, Br stands for bromine, I stands for iodine, and you are having At, which is standing for astatin. Okay. So we are going to write down here fluorine, then you are having here chlorine, then you have here bromine, and then you are having here iodine, and then you are having here astatin. Now we are calling them as halogens. Halogens means salt forming or salt producing. The common salt which you consume at home, that is NaCl, na? So Cl is part of that salt or not? Salt forming. Similarly, there will be many salts, CaCl2, MgCl2, MgBr2. These are the salts there, right? Salt producing, salt forming. Now, the thing is, to remember the mnemonic for this, imagine that you know, to celebrate your birthday or something, you have taken permission from your parents that you are going on a cruise to Atlantic Ocean actually. Now, the thing is, when we are going on some tour or something, initially we'll be very happy, finally we are going, kind of somewhere very, very far away, something peaceful. But what we miss maximum is the food which we love. And I think majority of you will be loving, kind of the best, if at all, one item which you have to suggest me here, people will be saying that it is biryani, right? Everybody loves biryani, okay? So the thing is, you happen to go on a cruise with your friends, you are enjoying for a few days, but after that you start craving for that biryani which you love the most. So what do you imagine in your thought? That what if I could have Zomato and Swiggy here also, so that on the cruise or that Atlantic Ocean also, I could have that particular biryani which I could have enjoyed. So that's what is the mnemonic here. First class biryani in Atlantic Ocean. First class biryani in Atlantic Ocean. I think Srinu has written first class brand Atlas. But what about I, beta? I is not there. As such, it is good mnemonic. I, something you include in I. $80 for Arab Street. It can be anything, beta. You can write down Cho, that is also fluorine family, not an issue. Based upon the first member we say, but normally we'll be calling them as halogens. Group 16 we call them as chalcogens. Group 15 we call them as pnictogens. Nagaraju has kind of formed something there. First class brand in Atlas. That is also kind of good. Yes, that is also good. So that's what I say that kind of what they've written. Nandan has written fishes could breathe in atmosphere, which is quite opposite. Fishes could breathe in atmosphere. Fine. That is also quite creative. So it's good. So that's what I say that it's better. You can make your own mnemonic, and if you make it, you will be more curious about it. You will be remembering it for the longer time. Are we done writing here? Okay. Now let us go for group 18 elements, which we call it as noble gases or inert gases, or else we call it as zero group also. Now the name of the elements here, He stands for Dikshita and Akash. What's going on here? Tell me here. He stands for helium. Then Ne stands for Ne stands for neon. Very good. Then Ar stands for argon. Then Kr stands for Kr. Krypton. Very good. Xe stands for Xe. Xenon. And then Rn stands for radon. So we are going to write down the name here. Helium. You are having here neon, argon, then krypton, xenon, and then you are having here radon. Now the thing is, they are known as noble gases or inert gases. Inert gases because they do not react. Generally their compounds are not found. But later on, only for few noble gases or few group 18 members, certain compounds with fluorine and oxygen were found. That they were only krypton and xenon. But on a larger scale, basically you do not find their compounds. That means they are not reactive. So because of that, they are known as noble or inert gases. Zero group because they do not want to lose any electron or gain any electron. That means they are having zero valence there. That is the meaning. So I hope it is clear why we are calling them with different names here. And now to remember the mnemonic here, what you can remember here is, suppose everybody knows about Kareena Kapoor, right? She is also a very big actress. Normally on a set for kind of shooting a scene, definitely both hero and heroine were required. Now she is a big star and she was waiting for the hero to come so that she can wind up the shoot and leave, right? But the hero didn't arrive on that day, and that too without informing. So definitely when people are big star and kind of they will be having big egos also generally I'm saying, right? So what happened? She definitely will become very, very angry. So she got so much angry that when people become angry, they become red faced. So she became very angry. Her X-ray also came red. So that's what is the mnemonic here. Hero never arrived. Hero never arrived. Karina, X-ray, reddened. That means she got so much furious that even her X-ray got red there, right? So this is just a mnemonic and you can have your own mnemonic there. Yes, Shrinu, what do you want to say, beta? What do you want to ask? Because I am not able to read your question there. Yeah, Atmika is sending that angry face, na? Somebody is writing, hitman never arrived, Karif, X-ray, river. It could be okay, fine. If you remember that, that's okay, fine, no problem. Now we have completed here S block and P block element. I'll simply write down here group 1 and 2. They are basically S block elements, and group 13 to group 18, they are basically P block elements. Now the thing is, there can be confusion between the names or the symbols of few elements, which I'm going to write down here. Suppose if I ask you what is the symbol of, let us say I'm writing here ARASAT. If I ask you AR is symbol of which particular element, what would you write down? AR is symbol of which particular element? See, somebody is writing arsenic, somebody is writing argon, right? So the thing is here, AR stands for argon, AS stands for arsenic, and then you are having here astatin. Generally, first two letters of the name is taken as the symbol here. So argon, already AR is taken. So for that reason, for arsenic, we cannot take A and R. So you go for the next one, which is AS. Similarly, for astatin, already AS is taken. So you are going to write down that as AT. Are we able to follow there? And this is very, very common mistake which we do. Astatin, arsenic, argon. If I ask you about sulfur and selenium, sulfur, what is the symbol of sulfur? S. And selenium will be Se. Sulfur is this one and selenium is this one here. If I ask you Ra and Rn, which one is for radium here? Which one is for radon here? Which one is for radium? Which one is for radon? And this is the last question I am asking. Do not worry about the timing. Ra is for radium and Rn is for radon. Radium and this one is radon. Remember radon, R and N. So symbol is there. Radium and radon. Okay. So for today, you remember here at least the group S and P block elements, all the symbol you remember. Again, tomorrow we'll see a few more elements here and then we'll try to go further, right? And I hope you people understood here and you got some knowledge from the session which we have conducted, right? Thank you and a very nice day. Thank you and have a nice day there.